What's going on, guys? Before we get into this, if you don't mind, reach down there, hit that subscribe button. If you watch this video and you like the content, hit the like on there, and be sure to comment on there below and let me know, what you guys are using, what you guys are shooting, and what your success will be like. Your support is what helps us grow, so we really, really appreciate that. I am sitting out here on the porch on this cool, overcast, dreary day. It's been raining all day. Just got back from the gym and I'm just trying to cool off. But anyway, I wanted to sit here and talk about, with turkey season fast approaching, want to talk about what my turkey setup is going to be this year. It's what it is every year. I'm going to talk about the gun that I use, about the ammunition that I shoot, the optic that I have on my gun, and why that I choose to, shoot an optic instead of the regular dot, the bead, or any other style optic. But anyway, just want to kind of give you a rundown of what I'm going to be doing this year and what my setup is now that I've made some changes over the years, and why those changes were made. So stay tuned. This is Old Faithful. So this is the gun that I use every single year. I bought this gun years back. Bought it used. It came with this little cheap optic that I have on here now, and I've never changed it because there's been no need to. This is a Remington, as you can see here. It is a 870 Super Mag. This is in 12 gauge. A lot of people have gone to the 410s and the 20 gauges, especially with the innovation in ammunition, particularly the tungsten super shot shells, which is what I shoot. But I have chosen to stay with the 12 gauge. I feel more comfortable with it, and that's what you need to stick with. All right, and as you can see here, like I told you, this is just a Pentex red dot. The thing that I like about this sight is it's accurate. It stays sighted in, every year. I shoot it to check it, but it stays on every year. And what I do, when I do sight it in, I'll go out about 20 yards, I'll take a field load and I'll shoot that, and then I'll shoot a shot like I'm gonna hunt with. And the steel shot is pretty much accurate. It flies very true like the TSS would. And then I basically just fine tune it and just make sure everything's on. I never have to change it. I did take this sight off after I was having an issue where I was missing birds a few years back, and I took it off. I wanted to make sure the thing was on. Ended up putting some hardener there on it and making sure that it was not going to move. And so that's pretty much what I did. This is a cheap sight. I don't even know if they make these anymore. You used to be able to buy these things for $50, and but I've never changed it, and because it's worked for me. Now it's getting out of focus and everything, but you can actually see that red dot there in the middle of this glass. It really needs to be cleaned or whatever. But as you can see, this red dot is that's a little bit better there. It's got the open style frame on it, which I like. I do not like the tube style red dots because they can obstruct your view when you're actually in the woods. You can see the profile on this is very thin, and it's actually held up really, really well. But anyway, you're able to see any obstruction that you might have around you. There may be trees in front of you that you may not pick up with that tube style red dot. But the thing that I do like about this red dot, and any red dot, is that is the point of impact with your shells. As you know, some of the beads, you have to know where your center of impact is going to be going, so you know where to aim. with the red dot, you take that guess out, especially if you're going to hand this gun off to somebody else and let them shoot. And I've handed this gun to people, including my father, and he's killed a turkey with it. One of my best friends, he killed his first turkey with a gun. And I basically, the bird was hung up out there further than what a 20, 30 desired yard range would be. And he was out there about 50, and I said, put the bead on his head and pull the trigger, and he'll die. And that's exactly what he did. But that's what I like about it. You get this thing sighted in, you put the red dot on. You don't have to be hugged down so low to the rib here like you would if it was just a bead on the end. This one, again, you put your head up against it, you put your cheek on this stock, and as long as that red dot's on his head and your gun sighted in, you're going to kill that bird. All right, and so the other thing that I made a change on since buying this gun, when I bought it, it had a Star Dot turkey choke on there, and that company's not in business anymore, but I was missing turkey after turkey that I should have had dead to rights, and I kept blaming it on myself, and I don't know if it's possible to shoot a choke out, but I think that's exactly what happened, because I just could not hit what I was shooting at anymore. So I made the change and put an Indian Creek choke tube on here, a full choke tube, and haven't looked back since. I have not missed a turkey since I put this this choke on here that I can recall. But again, it shoots TSS well, it shoots lead shot well, you name it. All right, and this here is the shot that I actually choose to shoot. It's the Verdict Ammunition TSS. I buy this every year. I meet up with these guys that run this company. I meet up with them at the Dixie Deer Classic in Raleigh, North Carolina when they come down. And I love the shells. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's pricey. No shipping, no anything. I buy it in person at the show. It's $60 for this box of 5. Is that needed? Absolutely not. You can kill turkeys. The turkey that I've got mounted in there in Strut, that was the first turkey that I ever killed. I killed him right behind my house with Federal number 4s, 40 yards, and he never knew what hit him. Again, this is what I feel confident in, and if I have to take a shot that's a little bit extended, more extended range, then I feel confident in doing that. I've seen what these shells can do. I've shot Federal TSS, I have shot Apex TSS, I've shot Verdict, I've shot Browning TSS, and this by far is superior, in my personal opinion, than any of those. The closest would be Apex, but these are basically hand loads that company does, so they usually have limited runs, just like a lot of the companies do. But if you can get your hands on this Verdict ammunition, 410, 20 gauge, 12 gauge, whatever you shoot. I do not shoot the 3.5 inch just because my shoulders just cannot take it anymore. So I stay with the 3 inch. It's plenty of killing power with this setup. All right, so there you go. That's what our turkey hunting setup is going to be this year. We wish you all great success this year. We're going to be taking a youth on opening day. That's the plans if the weather hold out, and we're going to try to get that young man on his first turkey, and he's going to be using his setup, a 410 with TSS, and like I say, we're looking forward to it, man. I always enjoy hitting the woods with my friends, and hunting these elusive birds, as I like to call them. Here where I hunt at, they're extremely hard to hunt. Sometimes they're non-vocal, they'll come in quiet, but anyway, I just want to talk about what we use over here and why we do it. Everybody has their own setup that they like. It comes down to confidence. It's what you're confident with. When I pull this gun out, when I put that Verdict ammunition in, I'm confident. I'm confident when I pop that safety off and I pull the trigger, that's going to be a dead bird. I don't think about it any other way. I don't have to go look at the bird. He flops over, he dies. So use what works for you guys, but be sure to comment below. Let us know what gun you're shooting, what choke setup you're using. Are you using an optic? Why not? What shot are you using? Like I said earlier, you can kill them with Federal number 4s. I killed my first bird and some other birds with that. I've used a Winchester Longbeard, super great shell. I lost confidence in that shell a few years after they started making them, and that's when I changed to TSS. Like I say, it was probably my gun and my choke setup that I mentioned earlier why I was missing those birds, but I missed several birds that, I mean, were dead to rights. They should have been, dead birds, and I just lost confidence in the entire setup. So I changed the entire setup, and that's why. So let us know what your setup is, and again, be sure to hit that subscribe button down there if you haven't done that already. Like the video, definitely comment on it and let us know what you think. Thank you so much.